Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. Tonight I'm going to be doing a review of a thriller from the United States of America, released in the year 2011, directed by Steven Soderbergh, and this movie is called Contagion. And the story to Contagion is as follows. When a lethal airborne virus with the power to wipe out humanity is unleashed, the worldwide medical community races to find a vaccine and stop the panic from spreading. Starring Academy Award winners Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kate Winslet, Marion Cotillard, and Academy Award nominee Jude Law and Lawrence Fishburne, this edge-of-your-seat thriller follows the deadly path of a virus that is beyond containment. Researchers for disease control, the military, the World Health Organization, and ordinary civilians mobilize to try and find a cure and the cause before it's too late. Directed by Steven Soderbergh, this portrait of suspense examines how courage pulls us together while society is falling apart. So this is a really realistic and possible sort of scenario that the world could be facing very soon. So I do feel it's an important film to watch. And so it centers around a lethal virus that has just had an outbreak. And the whole world, not only the United States, but the whole world is under panic because it is starting to wipe out a lot of people. And there's no cure for it. The doctors don't know what the hell it is. And they're in a race against time in order to get a vaccine for this virus before too many more people die. So what happens from that point on, it's up to you to find out for yourself. It's a very basic sort of plot that the film runs by. But yeah, the more you see, without knowing too much, the better it will be. So if you want to know how it unfolds, please go out there and see it for yourself. Now, my thoughts on the film. I went into this one expecting to really like it. Unfortunately, I was really disappointed. Now, I'll go through the good things. Fortunately, it does have good things. I thought it was a very dark film, and it does paint a very real way that society can react to these sorts of situations. A lot of paranoia, a lot of ignorance, the power of the mind when it comes to something we don't know. We don't know what the reasons for something happening. It can cause just a lot of panic, and I do feel that the film portrayed that very well, and I actually thought that the director did a good job at creating a really paranoia kind of feeling. So for a film like this, you would expect that kind of feeling, and it's something that you do get. So I really like the way it was done. The cinematography, very dark. It's not a movie that's going to make you feel good. It is a movie that will chill you to the bone. So as far as the thriller aspect is concerned, I do feel that the director did a very good job. The acting was okay. I mean, they didn't have too much to play with, but I thought all the big name actors, they weren't disappointing. They didn't have a lot to play with, but what they had to play with, I actually thought they did a decent job. And the soundtrack was very haunting. It's nothing to really comment about there. It doesn't rely on a solid soundtrack, which is something good, because I feel that some movies overuse a soundtrack to dictate when you should feel emotion, whereas this movie doesn't go down that path, which is something really good. Unfortunately, though, I feel that the movie was a missed opportunity. I felt that this movie was just skimming over the surface, and the reason for that is because there's way too many characters, and the film sort of centers on the world rather than one specific place in the world. So for that reason, I thought the director didn't have enough time to really form a connection with the viewer and the plight of these people. I thought with limited characters it would have been a lot better. I thought with a little bit more character development when this disease hit, I thought it could be a lot more emotional. I thought some of the acting was very unrealistic. Some of the reactions to family members' deaths was a little bit cold, and I thought, some of the characters, especially Matt Damon's character, was lacking a bit of emotion. He has a bit of emotion at the end, but I felt, it felt very forced, and it really did feel like most of the actors, while they did a decent job, were kind of a little bit bored with their characters because they were all very cardboard cutout, and that's what the whole film is, cardboard cutout. You don't really have time to really form a connection, you don't have time to feel sympathy, and just the fact that there are so many characters and it's just centering on the world. And I do feel that it would have been better if the director maybe centered it on one family coping with such a deadly outbreak. The doctors, they come up with a vaccine, it's done, and whether or not it contains this virus, I'm not going to tell you. But it all just seemed to happen very quickly, and it was over before you know it. So it wasn't very slow burning as far as suspense or anything is concerned. I just felt that, it is a movie that didn't have much patience, and with a little bit of patience, this could have been a classic, but unfortunately, it really does shoot itself in the foot with, I don't know whether or not it's a lack of ability as a director. I just felt that he was trying to be a little bit too ambitious, and that ambition did not pay off. And as a result, I'm only going to give this 2 out of 5. I do feel that for films like this to work, you really do need a solid relationship with the characters. But this one, it doesn't give you a chance. They're not very deep. as far as knowing the people is concerned. It's really just what you see on face value, and that's what the whole film is, face value, and nothing too substantial in substance. So 2 out of 5. I was disappointed with it. It's not coming recommended, a missed opportunity, but if you like these kinds of films, then I would say at least go and check it out once. Alright guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.